By the way, you have to take over for me. I'm too busy peeling my egg now, you know. I'm kidding. I'm gonna watch the game, obviously. And
It's got priorities in order right now.
And peel the egg at the same time. Nice smoke. What's up with all the smokes in Division 2 NA, by the way? Every single game.
It's important.
It is.
Get yourself quickly on the map.
It is. You get on the map, you plant some wards. By the way, look at Skyward. He even has one hand off the keyboard. He's like, yeah, I'm just chilling here.
Yeah, he knows not to be really concerned about anything. Just enjoying life. He's like, I mean, you're playing TA, right? And presumably he's just going to wait around until they go collect these bounties. He's not going to make any moves beforehand. Like, he only starts to move off now. So this is the luxury of playing carry in the early game. Don't have to worry about anything on the map except just get to your lane, hit creeps. You just get to say, hey, where's my vision? You get to yell at your mid player for feeding, and you just hit creeps, man. It's nice.
It's always like that, right? Look at that zone and cry.
Oh no, Shido though.
Monkey's
taking a
coming
little
too.
bit of damage. Yeah, he hasn't gone in for any spells just yet though. Just running around them in the mischief.
Atuf is such a boss, you know. He runs next to them. He's still in courier mode. He doesn't care.
I mean, he wants that bonus movement speed.
Yeah, of course.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
Of course, until Undying starts hitting you, then you lose that bonus movement speed. But at least you're forcing Undying to use the K while you're alone, right? That's always nice. Instead of plumping up.
And he didn't go for the Uberman build with like 17 mangoes. Only has the 2 in his inventory, so anyone that he wastes, you probably feel really good about. And these lanes, talk to me about them, Lizard. Where are we expecting these kills to happen? This is NA. It's very rare that we have such a very slow game, so where's the action going to break out on this map?
Still peeling my egg, man. Leave me alone. I'm kidding. I don't know, like, versus Undying, what will you do? You will creep skip, right? That's what happens. On the mid lane, I feel like it's very volatile. Storm usually can dominate this lane. And bottom is probably where we should see some kills happen, in my opinion at least, because... But if the kill comes, it should be on the tree or on the sky. That's how I see it. TA, very unlikely, unless Skyward really messes up. But he strikes me like a very safe player, you know? He isn't the one that makes way too many crazy movements in the lane.
That's why he had his hand on the keyboard earlier, making sure he's not going to be tempted into making any crazy moves. Can't make crazy moves if you're not touching the buttons.
Yeah,
he's just going to chill, just farm.
Maybe they should have started with some sticks versus Skyrad, but yeah, without the stick it's also fine. He's just spamming concussive shot anyway.
For me, the big thing about this lane is how much farm we're going to get out of this LC. She is one of these heroes. On the other side of the map though, Atuf, going to just be playing around still with this Undying. Does not have yet access to level 2, so you can't kill him, but might be able to chase him away. Two more hits, he actually does ring him down. Will he be able to get the Roshan deny? Yanbura trying for it. Oh, they're debating who's going to go for it first.
I think you can hit him twice.
Oh my god, this is actually so smart from Atuf. He baits the Roshan, but he gets outplayed. No!
That was good.
It was actually so smart. He baits Roche to hit him, so he can hit him in between the backswing, but unfortunately he still gets outplayed by Yanbura.
Actually, that was very enjoyable to watch. That was like good plays for both of them. It's like a good chess game. You could see that they're really thinking what they have to do. And Undying just running on the other side of Roshan so that Monkey is too far to actually finish off. Nice Sand King Gómez painting there. Nice little Sand King Gómez. That spray is Sand King Gómez himself, by the way. Everyone knows him.
The official. That's the real SKG. Do not put his name in vain. Mid lane. You know what's intriguing to me about this Storm versus Tidy matchup? You were talking about in the draft how it tends to be very okay for the Storm Spirit. Earlier on in the patch, we used to see that, especially in China, a lot of these teams were picking Tiny into the Storm Spirit, believing it's a winning matchup. But as time has gone on, these Storm players have just recovered to make this matchup either look even or just outright winning, as we see Odyssey doing right now.
I had a little bit of a podcast with Notail and Misha. I think it's going to come out tomorrow. And basically, we were talking about the same thing. Sometimes you pick a certain hero thinking it's a winning matchup, and then in the middle of a tournament or after a few days, teams adjust, they switch up the item build a little bit, switch up the skill build a little bit, and suddenly the winning matchup is even or not even winning. And there you go. Got him.
But he had a little bit of help. Scareth managed to make the movement. They do get the kill. Atuf might die in the top lane as well as they kill him off with a multi-shot and a couple of right clicks from Yanbara. So not only do they manage to get the recovery kill onto Storm Spirit after a somewhat volatile lane, but they also get some revenge for Yanbara. He's feeling very happy about getting this kill, but bottom huge amount of magic damage from the Skyreth Mage. Will be able to pick up the double kill off of that.
So this was a toss kill, right? Or yeah, just an avalanche.
This is an avalanche kill, and then he goes bottom. Dude, Nine's involved in 3 kills in 30 seconds. What a player!
They just wiped them. They wiped them across the map. The only one hero survived, I believe. That was DP. Everyone else died. So 4 kills on board for Sand King Gómez. They started the game off very easily, and then they just started crushing them. Sure, cool. Bottom lane. What's the power of this Legion Commander? Versus many lineups, right? Like versus many duos, you can just leave her alone. So Skyrat goes mid, ganks, comes back bottom, gets another kill. Pretty damn good performance from the 2 of them. And then on top lane as well, Undying plus Drow is an insane lane. So even if you're Monkey King, you can definitely fall to it. Even a DP can, if she's not careful enough.
So far, so good for Sand King Gómez. They're putting the pressure out onto the Oversight. It is still early days, though. We know that some of these heroes do take a little bit of time to really hit the nadir. Storm Spirit farming in the jungle. He knows that he's playing against Tiny, so not concerned about him forcing in the lane and putting pressure on the tier 1 tower. It's not like some DK or some DP. It's just Tiny. So it's chill. Let him farm a bit. And any damage he does do can just be healed off by the Treant Protector, so you don't mind too much.
They don't mind at all. Cry running away. He's doing the right thing. He's killing the zombies, and he needs to get into the trees. So yeah, he's fine. DP is always difficult, right? To go for, especially if you're Undying. She just uses Treant.
Treant might be easier to kill though. Avalanche tosses there, and with 9 being nearby, yeah, certainly dead.
Can I tell you one thing? Just one thing, Snare. The silence from Skyrat plus Tiny is a scary combo throughout the game. Like 90 minutes in the game, that burst is still relevant. So it's one thing that Oversight really has to be afraid of, and be careful how they play around it.
I mean, it's literally a free veil, right, on a particular target. At level 1, it's a free veil. It gets just much better as time goes on. It's so good. Bottom, we're going to see some of this magic damage being outlaid onto Skyward. Did manage to get off the refraction, though. So going to be A-OK. Pre-BKB, that's also kind of scary for TA, because she just, generally speaking, doesn't buy Manta style. Not many other tools of Dispel for her, so she gets silenced before she can get off refraction. Very, very scary place to be for her in the fight.
Very, very scary. What do you think, which one of these two, how many stacks? These two teams aren't making any stacks. That's kind of making me mad. Look at this. No stacks on the Ancients for TA, no stacks on the Ancients for Drow. That's not good. Like, if you're a TA at this point in the game, like you're not on top of the network, you're one of the lowest cores, you'd really like to have some way to recover. Unfortunately, nothing so far. And you know why it's kind of bad? Because you have a Monkey King. He goes across the map so fast. You have one of these heroes that's really able to do that. Storm, he wanted to go for that throw.
Fine. He's chilled.
Is he?
And yeah,
look at the invis.
Atuf might be the one that dies though.
Oh, he gets stunned.
Oh no, he gets bashed by Roche. That's the second time this game that Roshan has griefed him.
Look at this now. Look at, they have no silence. They can't kill him.
Yeah, he doesn't have Ancient Seal anymore.
Without
you would like take his career.
Without Ancient Seals, you can't kill him. You need the Ancient Seal for the full combo. He has a raindrop sticks, no power threads, but still. Oh, there we go.
I'm not sure if they have this damage. They go in for the toss here. Odyssey, though, kept alive thanks to this living armor. They get the turnaround play onto Lund. They zipped him in already. They're going for the smaller plays right now. Boundless Strike holds him in position. Odyssey, one more attack, but he can't get it off. 3-hero Avalanche. He's bottling up to get this last little piece of HP. There will be the jump from the Primal Spring. It doesn't connect, but the Leech Seed does. Dead Zone gets the kill.
Wait, what did he toss in the end? I didn't see it.
I think he tossed back a tooth at the very end there as he was jumping into the Primal Spring, yeah.
Okay, I see. Because I felt like he was trying to toss something on Storm and snipe him. Storm was getting low. Damn, this Tiny is big. It's so hard to kill him. I mean, he's 4K net worth, right? He almost has a Blink Dagger, 1,000 gold on top of the phase boots. Good rotation by Oversight. They really needed to punish the plays that they were making on side of SKG. That Storm kill was never going to happen. I think that's probably a tooth scouting out Lund. Really nicely done. But he might be caught here. This is Avalanche.
Yeah. Avalanche, toss, 2 more hits of Tree Dance. Yeah, he's dead.
He's
Bye,
dead,
my friend.
He saves the DP, right? So he's like a mini bodyguard.
Listen, bro. Why is 9, 4, 0, and 2 on the Skyrath mage?
Cry.
What is going on here?
Mid lane?
It's going to be a big fight here because they popped the ghost into this river in the mid lane. They're going for a fight. Lund forced to run away here. Odyssey jumping in onto 9, able to get the kill in tandem with these ghosts. They do end up losing the tree and protector though. And as we see, Yanbo drop down the tombstone, might still end up losing his life. Avalanche from Lund onto both Odyssey and Cry. Nice little gust coming in from the Drow Ranger. Shido not able to get the vision onto Odyssey, so they can't find that kill. Cry needs to watch himself. Ghosts are finishing very shortly. Long range zip from Odyssey. That takes up all his mana, but there's nobody on the other side to stop him.
Yeah, they can't
should be
get
able
this.
to escape.
They can't get these kills. Tiny might be able to get the tooth. Oh yeah, nice. A tooth gets caught.
Thrown down, but I'm not sure if a tooth is who's the one that's trapped up here. A tooth. Oh, actually gets the Mischief charge on a little bit of this damage. Does end up dying, but sets up his team to bring down Lund. Hashtag worth, says a tooth, but they might get chased down. Here's Shido looking for the duel onto Odyssey. We'll be able to find it with the Mystic Flare as well. And they find the first duel victory of the game. Okay, so one person gives up their life. Atuf thought he was debating, but then Lund turns out he was debating as well.
Now, Atuf was trying to get away, and Lund basically broke his tree with Quelling Blade, so caught him really nicely. But there were a couple of misplays there from both teams. Like Tiny, I believe he should toss someone on the Legion instead, and then he might even be able to stay alive. And Skyrat was a bit too far when he used concussive shots, so they couldn't really keep up as well. But still, it was good. Like I don't know why I'm complaining. They get a dual kill, all fine, all good. Skyrat has a veil, by the way. You were asking why is he 4-0-4 now? He's 4-1-4, but it's just a good Skyrat game. He's got it's not an amazing Skyrat game, but so far, the fact that he could contribute to Tiny getting those kills was massive, and he has a lot of heroes to play around. Like you have Legion to play around, you have Tiny to play around. That's the most important thing. It's not like an amazing Skyrat game for the hero itself, but the combos are really good.
So far, so good for the side of SKG. They're just farming away. Sitting very pretty at the top of the net worth charts are the Legion Commander and the Drow. Tiny not far behind, about to finish off a Blink Dagger from this mid lane. He's invis up right now.
They saw him,
but yet again, they see him. They had a sentry down as well. That's the second time this game that he's had an invis rune that goes nowhere, Liz. Feels bad.
Yeah, it's interesting the way SKG is playing. And when I say interesting, it's just different. Look at the bottom lane. No one is touching it. No one cares. Like, you could be farming this 3 range creeps, you know, chilling, dying for nothing. No one is farming it. I don't know. No one pushing bottom. No one cares about bottom. I guess this is the new patch everyone's talked about. They told us massive changes are coming. I guess they're removing 1 lane.
2-lane Dota. Let's go.
2-lane Dota. Yeah,
these teams in the future right now.
These teams know already.
But not what they were really doing though. They were setting up, and they had faith in their Tiny because they knew he was about to get Blink Dagger. He's arriving with it now. Atuf will be forced into the Wukong's command. Might still die for this though. Yeah, he's definitely gonna go down. Dual kill given away to Dusho as well. But Lund really wants to reveal this Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Hasn't been. I'm not sure if he's been scouted moving just yet. Cry is a little bit in vision, but just too far away to risk making the full jump. And they actually TP towards the mid lane. Lund hiding behind the tier 1 tower. They see Odyssey. They go for him. Avalanche toss. Where's the ancient seal? There it is, baby. They don't even need it because the gust was there even sooner. Yeah. London, the gang. They make it look like they're taking the tier 1 top lizard, but they actually just turn it into a trap on the tier 1 middle.
Yeah, this was a really cool play. There is exorcism from that prophet if they want to try and defend this, but they're a bit too late. They don't have living armor as well to heal the tower up with. Now this is a bit dangerous. They're going into the triangle. They see the ancient stack. It's very juicy. They don't have tombstone for 25 seconds. If you're Oversight, you gotta defend this. Never mind. Just the smoke. They're going for tier 1 top instead. Maybe the DP.
It'll be a nice little bonus if they can find Cry and then turn it into a tier 1 tower push. They don't have a scan to try and divine the positioning of this DP. However, Elsie, she does come across a Tooth who breaks that one smoke. So,
I love your vocabulary,
Oversight.
by the way. Did I ever tell you that?
Mine?
Yeah, I love your haircut,
say?
your style, and your vocabulary. You didn't say anything special for Monkey. Just dies. It's just different. You're using words that I don't necessarily always hear from my Brits. You know, my Brits and Americans. I'm sick of all these Brits and Americans working with me. It's always the same thing. You know? Especially the Brits.
Especially the Brits. Where they at? Let us know in chat if you're one of the compatriots of the Brits. Thank you, Lizard. As you've made me blush, they're taking over this ancient stack. You said they're going to wait for the tombstone to come back. It's back right now, and they will utilize it to take these ancients, but they want to try and defend this. But will they be able to? Very nice avalanche combo coming into the Storm Spirit. Dies underneath the Mystic Flare and additional damage. Dual kill comes into the Death Prophet as well. Latuf cut down from the tree line and cut down in life. 3 heroes gone in the blink of an eye, and they're not done yet. Lund has Blink Dagger jumping forward onto Dead Zone, and Dead Zone should die here. One more right click from either Lund or Shido. Shido will take the responsibility, and Shido will take the gold, and then Shido will come back to take the Ancients.
Now this was a game-winning move from SKG, realistically. They take the full stack of Ancients, I believe that was a 4 stack, and they win a team fight without losing anyone. Nice stun by a Tooth, by the way, 4-man stun, but at this point in the game, like, look at the network difference. 16 minutes in 4K. It's not exactly massive, but what these heroes do with that advantage is completely massive. Like, you just cannot fight them. You need the Storm to somehow jump on the Skyrat, eliminate him. But, yeah.
Speaking of jumps, Lizard, there's another jump coming here. I think they see a Tooth. They know where he's at. There we go. Avalanche up. Dushi coming in for the duel. Should be easy damage.
Cry.
Don't even need the Mystic Flare for this one. Cry also caught out. There's no BKB available for the Death Prophet, but they might wait for a bigger target. Odyssey! Avalanche interrupts the initiation onto Skywrath Mage, and he dies to the Mystic Flare.
Yeah.
They find the Death Prophet. I think we're staring down the end of the game here, Lizard. This feels way too difficult.
Yeah, he realized what he had to do. He realized that he needs to jump the Skyrat, but at this point, it's just way too difficult. Treant now as well. Sandkin Gómez just playing way too fast. The Monkey was a Tooth, once again, in the right position, by the way, breaking up that smoke, but they're just faster than he is. They plant that Observer Ward and instantly jump him. It's like, I don't know, watching this game, I feel like SKG is on average 1k MMR above Oversight. I might be wrong here, but just watching at the game, it's not like the strategic movements are much greater. It's just, what?
Oh, Storm? Storm? Cry? Where's Odyssey?
Okay,
Boys, what's happening? A Tooth? Did nobody yell? Oh,
no
God.
comment, no comment. A Tooth?
Oh, God.
I don't know what you want to do here, sir, but you're just a monkey on a cliff.
Oh, no.
Who's gonna be able to do a lot.
They're falling apart, Lizard. This reminds me of the Outsiders from China. Remember that Storm zip?
Of course I remember. At least he didn't zip into GG. There's a difference.
Oh, no. He doesn't have BKB, no Lincolns. Actually, nobody has items on the side of Oversight. And you talk about how this net worth lead isn't that traumatic, and it really isn't, but when you compare and contrast the items they actually have available, their biggest item is a mech and a Desolator. They're going to try to use that Desolator to kill Lund, but they won't be able to do so. Mystic Flare going back out onto the TA. Dusho, 1 second until Duel is online, and then it comes back. They utilize it to get that kill. They find the interruption onto a Tooth, but they did find the draw range on the end of the fight. We'll see how much vengeance SKG can find for her life, and they will be able to bring down 3, almost losing the Skywrath Mage in the process. So what do you think here, Lizard? They're behind enough that they actually gain a net worth advantage off the back of that. 500 gold for the Storm Spirit.
If it was like some crucial 500 in which he's getting... Cry might die here. Tiny's already TPing, he's caught. Just needs to save one. Disable. Because he might TP. He might TP, there's no duel. Yeah. He needed to save one disable. I'm not sure why he didn't wait, but it's fine. If it was like some big change in which Storm gets a BKB, then that fight would have been all right, but he's still very far from it. They need some big items. They need BKBs, basically, because this Skyrat is just destroying them.
Nine just having way too good of a game. 4 points Mystic, or 4 points into the Ancient Seal with Veil. About to hit level 12, not too far from now. Then we have a lot of damage, as if we don't have enough already. And what's really scary is the fact that they're not really scaling on the side of the Oversight. They need BKBs so badly, but they also need damage items. Skyward has Desolator. That's their damage item right now. And Storm doesn't have enough mana to meaningfully be able to zip all the way through the fights. But they're going to try Smoke right now. See what they can find. Odyssey leading the charge. But one thing that also sucks about being so behind is that you just don't have any vision. So these smokes, very hard to try and find an angle to get to the enemy through.
Very hard. Will they... TA... My god, the Tooth is gonna try, but
Tooth tries, but gets interrupted. Look at the avalanche toss from Lund. Catches out both supports simultaneously as Skyward trying to get up onto the high ground. Draw Ranger just slowly pokes you away. You don't have a Blink Dagger, you don't have a Hurricane Pike, you don't have a BKB, you have no way out. Your team can't help you because they're all busy dying.
I don't think
SKG,
they will... By the way, you called for a GG much earlier. Oversight, they don't strike me as a team that does that. They strike me as a team that will play until the end. They're like tryhards, you know, just... It's not just tryhards, they want to learn from every game, from every mistake, so I respect that. I think they should continue playing, just see if they can get something out of the match. 11k in 20 minutes in isn't promising, but... I know, for real, like, maybe there's something that they can do. Perhaps find a way to approach the fight.
That's the greatest euphemism I've ever heard. Not promising, but not completely out of the question. So they can still make this happen. Cry needs to survive this move, though.
Dude, there's 122 damage on Legion Commander. What do you mean? Not out of the question. It's like 20 minutes in. He's a big boy, big girl. It's a lot of damage.
You know how many games I've seen with this LC where she ends the game with like 32 damage, being just a passenger in the team. But then these other games where she starts like this, gets all these early items, feels like a third carry in the team. Just is not a great place to be.
He has almost as much net worth as the Drow, and he hasn't been farming at all. He's just been fighting throughout the game, right? He's 7-0-12, so Ducho, once again, having a really good game.
They're finally going to be able to take the tier 1 tower in the top lane for the side of the Oversight.
Did you see what he did?
It's taken quite a while.
Before they took down the tier 2. He moved uphill, he cut the tree next to the medium camp where the Ogre Frostmage now spawned. He cut the tree right there, and then he moved back to fight. So they have a little bit of extra vision there, if there's a smoke coming from... Yeah, interesting play. Or maybe he just likes cutting trees, I'm not sure.
So he's either a genius or a lumberjack, I like it.
Exactly.
Well, they're actually going to smoke up as two. LC and the Undying behind the Drow Ranger, trying to utilize the last 3 minutes of this Aegis and see where it gets them. But Oversight are aware of this. They haven't brought back everybody to mount this defense just yet. They're desperately trying to finish off the TA BKB, but she's not going to have it. In the meantime, though, they make the jump middle. They find Cry with the young duel from Dusho. And that's going to be a kill. No buyback available for this Death Prophet. There will be a zip onto Storm. Storm actually manages to avoid all the stuns coming in from the SKG lineup. They brought down 9, but it will cost the life of a Tooth as he quickly gets killed by Dusho and Lund with the damage. Dead Zone also in danger. They don't need another duel. Still on the cooldown, but oh no, Lund getting the toss back onto Skyward. Skyward still doesn't have BKB, and that's going to be that. There's no buybacks on any of these heroes, Lizard. That means that there's no chance. GG, well played, is called, and SKG continue the run of dominance they've been showing here in Division 2.
It was